unless something. Have you ever felt like you was alone, but you did not know you was alone? But you always ask yourself if you was alone. If anybody agree with me, it's the reason why I say these things. Because days that I go through certain things and I don't even know what I'm going through. But I realized this whole time I was never alone. Ain't that weird? I learned a lot of stuff every single time. I don't even know why. I never been alone. It felt like I was alone. And it felt like God forgot about me. And I know a lot of people be saying, well, did he? Not really. And I realized distance from God and the things that God does, he does not explain himself when he needs to explain himself. He wants you to realize what is actually means the world to you. Okay, what's really most important to you? Everything that's important to you is actually important to him. So let's say for a fact your family is important to you, your marriage, your children, your finances, or whatever the case might be. So everything that you literally love the most, not money, but everything else that you love the most, your family, your children, your husband, and you feel like this whole time you was alone. But you wasn't. No, no, seriously. I'm not sitting here to joke about it. You was never alone. Because in the process of this, let's say there's a process of elimination. You feel like your husband don't love you. And that's not true. You feel like your child don't care about you. That's also not true. You feel like the world forgot about you. That part is not true. You feel like God left you. That's also not true. But God literally does stuff for us to not know what he does in a proper world. You know, like, every letter is in a proper place. But the way God do stuff is not in the same order. If you understand what I mean. Okay. You love your family, and I know so many of like, I prayed for the healing, and sometimes I can never get it. But have you ever sit down with yourself and actually ask yourself the whole time you was in that hospital going through what you went through, you was healed the whole time? I'm not joking. I'm being honest. Like I say, I'm not a perfect human being. There's no one of us on this earth are perfect human beings. We get sick in a human body. We do. We human. We get sick, a cold, issue, or whatever. So we get sick, and we always ask ourselves, what in the world? I'm not healed yet. But I realize God order is not a human order, if it makes sense to me. So I'm trying to learn God in the process of a lot of things. So bear with me. Let's go through this. Okay, you lose your husband. Your husband got sick, and you prayed 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 and you asked God, Lord, heal my husband. Then the next day, your husband just died. Okay. And you feel like God literally failed you. But I got a better question. Have you realized why God did it? Have you realized why your husband went home in the first place? Have you realized this is actually not our home, but actually heaven is our main home, is our main destination? So, our main destination was heaven.